and my dear Aunt Dinah is here. And so is Doreen's husband, Don Hazeldine. So I know that many of you have spoke to them, and they said they feel very welcome, and I thank you for that. But, you know, we're trying to celebrate the life and the memory of Duane. And as many of you may be aware, he was in the hospital for a month at Health Park. And during that time, he had several medical complications. He went from the ICU back to a regular room, back to the ICU. And on Wednesday, May 28th, he went to be with his Lord and Savior. His presence was a source of stability and warmth for his family, his many clients, and many friends. He was a compassionate and loving son, a protective brother, a loving father, a caring uncle, an accomplished financial advisor, and a very loyal friend to so many. His innate ability to listen with a caring heart, his sense of humor, and his willingness to lend a hand whenever it was needed will always be remembered and deeply missed by all of us who knew him. He was born October 6, 1948, along with his twin sister, Doreen Avis, in Hettinger, North Dakota. They lived in South Dakota, but the nearest hospital was in North Dakota. His parents were farmers. They lived on a ranch in a small town called Ralph, South Dakota. Ralph, just like R-A-L-P-H. And two of his uncles, along with his father, ran the Kaitfors ranch. He had two older sisters, Linda and Laurel, then Duane and Doreen, then a sister, Gail, and a cousin named Stan that came to live with them because his mother had passed away. So there was a total of 6 children in his family. It was interesting to me how they would have a dance and the whole town would go to and be in the dance. The fathers, mothers, children's, aunts, uncles. His sister said the Kaitfors clan loved music, and the radio was always on because they had no TVs, no cell phones, or anything like that. Duane would memorize the words song after song, and this continued pretty much throughout his life. He could remember songs from when he was very young till he became older and never miss a word. They taught their children to dance in their living room. They learned how to two-step, waltz, polka, and several other dances. In the earlier days, there were community dances every other week in the county that they lived in. And during the summertime, families were always, as they said, cutting a rug. Families would get together, it could be in their home or in a barn, it could be a barn dance. Duane and his siblings attended one-room country schools. His parents would rent the basement of a friend's home or a small house, and they would drive the children to their school home on Sunday afternoons. They'd have provisions for the week, and then they'd pick the children up on Friday afternoon, and they would go back to the ranch. When Duane had a driver's license, they actually let him drive the children to school and back. Duane was very athletic. He excelled at sports. He was a member of the football and basketball teams and ran track in high school. In later years, he enjoyed golf. He would go to the driving range and sometimes hit up to 400 balls a day just practicing. After he graduated, he spent 4 years and the summer session at Black Hills State College in Spearfish, South Dakota. He completed his Bachelor of Science degree in education with an emphasis on physical education and communication. During his sophomore year, he met his wife, Cindy Collins. She was from Rapid City, South Dakota. They married in June of 1968. After graduation from Black Hills, they moved to Ewing, Nebraska, and Duane experienced his first year of teaching in high school. He taught school and he coached the high school and junior high PE along with speech and other classes. He was the head boys football coach, junior high basketball coach, track coach, and directed the senior and junior class plays in addition to teaching school. His son, him and his wife's son, was born 1970. His name was Jeremy. And their son Joshua in 1973. Jeremy has two daughters that are now, I think, 19 and 23 years of age. And Joshua, the younger son, has one daughter. Her name is Jaden, and she is 18 years old. She just graduated from high school. After the end of the school year, in the spring of '71, Duane retired from teaching. They moved to to Boulder, Colorado, and he began as a new construction painter. He worked himself up to journeyman, and then they moved to Grand Island, Nebraska, and he formed a partnership with a painting company. Life was good, but too much spray painting, too much lacquer was getting the best of his health. So once again, he made another career change. In August of '75, they moved to Fresno, California. His wife Cindy's parents were already there. He began an insurance and a financial services apprenticeship with his father-in-law. And for the next 14 years, he covered central San Joaquin Valley, Santa Barbara, San Luis Obispo regions, working with farmers and ranchers. Duane was voted District Manager of the Year and had 10 agents working for him. In '92, he left California Farmers and went out on his own and formed Kaitfors Insurance Company. He and his wife Cindy ended their marriage in 2004, and he continued to operate his company in Fresno, California. He moved to Florida in the early 2000s, began a financial career with Premier Financial Group. He continued to grow his career with his clientele and enjoyed the new location. He was always the first person everyone would see when they came into the office. And they knew how much he appreciated everyone coming in there. In 2012, I began taking my father to the office with me. Duane was his best buddy. He helped Dad learn to operate the copier. Pardon me.
He was the copy guy.
Where to deliver copies to, and shredding documents. The first day shredding, he started shredding and it was going so fast that the machine would heat up and he had it stopped. And Duane said, "Don't worry, we've got another one, Pop." So he brings that one out, didn't he? So wasn't long now, Dad had stopped with that one because he was feeding so fast through the machine. And so he would go back and forth on doing that. He said, "I'm going to have to find another job in here because these machines just can't keep up." When we went home that night, my father said, "Sis, can you not afford to buy any machines better than what you have there?" So I did get new shredders at that point. Guys, listen to your dad. So, and Dad was given a new title. It was called Document Manager. My dad was very proud of that. Duane had a way of making people feel so appreciated. And within 3 minutes, you knew you felt better. And that was just Duane, always making everyone feel comfortable, important, and appreciated. Duane is survived by his 2 sons, Jeremy and Joshua, and their 3 daughters. His sister Linda of Buffalo, South Dakota. Sister Laurel, Merquan, Gayville, South Dakota. Doreen and Don here with us tonight. They are from Belle Fourche, South Dakota. and Gail, one of his youngest sisters in Spearfish, South Dakota. His brother Stan lives in Santa Rosa, California. Duane was preceded in death by his parents, Nan and Lawrence Kaitfors, his in-laws, Sam and Jean Collins, several aunts, several uncles and cousins. They had family service for Duane in South Dakota on September 13th at the Ralph Lutheran Church and Cemetery. As we bid farewell to Duane Allen Kaitfors, we celebrate a life lived with integrity, kindness, and a deep commitment to his loved ones. His memory will be treasured in the hearts of his family and friends, and his legacy will live on through the countless lives that he has touched. Duane's journey on this earth may have concluded, but the stories of his love, his laughter, and the joy he brought to so many others will continue to be told for generations to come. His girlfriend Elaine would like to come up here now and share some of the many happy times.
Hello. Hello.
She heard her name say what happened last year.
You were here last year. You were here last year. I'm sure if we asked Duane, he could share endless stories about how imperfect I am. When we spent time together with my family or watching football, especially the Bucks, the Bills, or Green Bay, it was always betting time. His other favorite person is in the room who he liked to bet with. Aunt Gunnell, could you just wave your hand? Yeah, hallelujah, there she is. Now, I don't know if some of you saw on the board over there that there's an IOU note on the board, has a dime on it. Now, you know Duane wouldn't just bet for a dime. So, Duane is sitting right next to it. And I know Aunt Gunnell warned me before when she walked in, she left her purse in the car. Now, that's pretty smart. Good going, Aunt Gunnell. We'll talk later. Because I think he's still owing money. Just saying. It's taken me a while to be truly grateful for the time that we had with Duane. And so I pulled a time for everything and a season for the activity under heaven. A time to be born and a time to die. A time to plant and a time to uproot. A time to tear down and a time to build. A time to weep and a time to laugh. A time to mourn and a time to dance. A time to scatter stones and a time to gather them. A time to embrace and a time to refrain. A time to search and a time to give up. A time to love and a time to hate. A time for war and a time for peace. And now it's time. It was Duane's time to go home. None of us were ever going to be ready for that. Duane got to the finish line in his race, and we have not. There are still things that all of us need to do and want to do. Duane would want that for each and every one of you. God knows what we all need, and I have faith in Him to provide this for me, and I hope for all of you also. Jesus said, I am the light of the world, and we are comforted knowing Duane is with Jesus. Elton John said in his music, The Lion King, the circle of life. We slowly lose generations as everything fades away. Embrace what you have in your life and your family. We honor you today, Duane, and pray you are enjoying your time in heaven with your mom, your dad, my mother, and especially your friend Clyde. And that's the brother having all that fun up there, and I just didn't want Clyde to influence him. Now, this is what I would like to do, and it's your choice. You get to choose. You all get to choose. You can say one word, or you can share a story. While you're doing that, Marilyn and Claudia have a little job to do. They're going to be putting a little basket in front of you. The basket contains Duane's ties. I didn't know what to do with all of them. So we're sharing them today with you. Lucille, I get it, you might not want a tie, but you might have a new boyfriend that I don't know about, you haven't talked to me about yet today. So, yeah, you can pass the tie along in the memory of Duane, and we'll go from there. So I'm gonna start over here at this table. It's all women, he loved women. And while Marilyn and Claudia take care of their duty, okay? All right. Here we go. I think you're first. You can say one word, or you can share a story.
A word what?
About Duane.
She took my word. He was so friendly and welcoming. Every time as soon as I walked through the door, there he was. Smile, made me feel comfortable, happy. We laughed, we joked. He was just friendly.
Love that.
He always asked me how my running was going when I go to the
Very nice. I just think he was just so kind to everybody. I just love the way he got on with my sister.
She loves this, you know.
Loved your sister.
So, yeah.
She was meant for this.
But,
We all can.
She was meant for this.
Kindness, that's the word.
He made everyone feel like they were the most special person there all the time. He was always what he could do for you or help you with something.
He loved your mom.
He loved my mom and made her feel really special.
The IOU.
You better give me a good
Oh,
one.
look at guy now. Devin felt bad. Here's a dime. Here's a dime. Oh, Devin, thank you. That is special. Oh, you go give a guy now a hug. Next time she probably needs a little more. Just saying. Just maybe.
He's great. He's great.
Just
He's a good guy.
very kind, very interested in all the people that he met.
He was a nice guy.
Very nice guy. He's very genuine.
I like his chuckle.
He was a great neighbor. Very welcoming.
My Beamer buddy.
My beamer buddy.
He had such a servant's heart. I just loved his sense of humor.
Oh, I did too, sometimes.
My wife stole mine, but he did have a service heart. And I love the way he could never remember my wife's name. I always called her Hippie Lou instead of Harry Lou.
Oh, lady love. He starts singing. I'll get up, get you.
Thank you.
Nice.
What did Eric say?
Red goes light.
Yeah, the woman Victoria or smiling, and then when after coming to the
Oh yeah. What else they got?
and I was doing
If everyone knows Duane, I know he liked to eat. And I know there's a hot dog there isn't a hot dog he ever hated.
Yeah, right now, if you want to have the microphone.
This is hard. I feel like Maureen's my sister, because William was like a brother to me. And every time I came in, he came without me there. And I was always finding things to do, but he didn't need them. I didn't know that he kept the trunk socks that I sent him one year.
He did.
So it's still over there.
They're over there.
It's just a wonderful person. I know he's in a better place, and that's the only thing that's consolation for me and Doreen is.
Thank you, Aunt Donnell. There's a clean hanky in front of you because he would want you to have a clean one. Yeah, he'd always have a clean one in his pocket, didn't he? He would always pull a clean hanky out for us. I would always ask, is that a clean one?
Yeah, I didn't know him, but the only time I met him was when I was in the waiting room. He went up and gave me some hints.
Very friendly person.
A true gentleman. Very friendly.
This is his brother-in-law, Don.
Yes, when we were first married, Duane, I think, had a couple of tests for me, and the first time I was at the ranch, shortly after our marriage, it snowed quite heavily there, and there was a lot of snow. And so the suggestion was to go tobogganing or sleigh riding. And so I agreed to do that, and there were just the two of us. And he took me up this one hill, and he said, okay, now there's a little draw here, but don't worry about it, because the snow has filled everything in. And we'll just fly right across that. I said, well, that sounds like fun. Why don't you go first and show me where to go? So he did. And he went flying, there's little rise before the draw, and he went flying up in the air, and then just disappeared into the snow in the draw. And I was celebrating, Duane, are you okay? Are you okay?
I actually like this.
Nothing. Not a sound. And
Oh,
slowly
boy.
out of the snow, I see this fist rise up and this arm and it goes.
I'm video now, Duane.
Needless to say, I didn't take my turn.
It's okay. It's okay. I have another microphone on me if you want to use the other one later.
Duane would come over for holiday dinners and Christmas from time to time, and we just hit it off like we were two long lost brothers that we picked up right where we left off. He was just that type of guy, and never a hard spoke about anything or anyone. He was just a fun person to be around, and I mean, we considered him family right from the get-go. So that's what I remember.
He always seemed to be very kind-hearted when we came in, see Victoria, he would greet us and sit down with us and talk. Very, very nice guy.
That's what I was gonna say, Dave. He was very friendly, always smiling. When I picture him, I picture a big smile, and was very easy to talk to. I love coming in just to talk to him at your office, and you too, of course.
I don't mind. I know, I use him to bring clients in, and then that's how I get so many. Gotta do what you gotta do.
I only knew Duane for 3 months, but when I first started there, back in February, he made me feel so welcome. He was always there to greet me in the mornings, which is one of the things I really miss. He reminded me so much of my dad. His personality and overall just gentleman. He was always there with a smile. One of the memories that I have from Duane in my short 3 months there that I knew him was, I told him that I was going to a Rascal Flatts concert. It was on my bucket list. Since I was a girl, I always wanted to go see them. So they finally came to Hertz. So I went to the concert. The next day I came into the office and he said, "How was the concert?" And I was like, "Oh my gosh, it was amazing. They sound just like they do on all their CDs." And he was like, "Well, since Victoria's not in, we can blast the music today." So he did, and he played all of the Rascal Flatts albums, all of them. And we had a party in the office. Tell those stories. Wait a minute.
Who's Duane? No, he was a good friend and a very giving person I ever knew. It was great working with him. Thanks.
I don't know what to say, except for he was the most gentlemanly gentleman I had ever in my life met. When he left the house and he'd come for dinner quite frequently, he would walk you to the car, open the car door, let you get settled, pull the seat belt, and buckle you in. Never in my life have I ever seen anybody do that. He was just perfect, in my opinion.
Hell of a day.
He was definitely the beaver group. And he was just so welcoming and kind.
The only office in town with a welcome wagon.
When I first met Duane, it was souls I've ever met.
I loved his smile.
He was always very kind when we came into the office.
Yes, he was, and always extremely polite. Just seemed like just a great person.
Did I get everybody? Has everybody had a chance at the microphone? Claudia?
Was there a hook?
There's just so many good things to say about Duane, because he was just an all-around good guy. And Victoria said earlier that he was the first person that people would see when they came in the office. And I've said it several times, you could be having the worst morning of your life. Traffic was a mess, and you just were in a rotten mood when you opened the door. Duane was standing there with that smile on his face, and that bad day just dissipated. It was gone. He was somebody that I just enjoyed talking to Duane, because you could talk to Duane about anything, politics, music, movies. He was just sports, so fun to talk to. And I really miss those conversations with Duane. And it's like Charlotte said, same thing. Every day I'd leave the office, he'd walk out to the car with me, carry my purse, carry my lunch bag, put me in the car, and yeah, he was just his presence is very, very missed. Very, very much missed.
Did I miss anybody? Anybody not get a chance at the microphone? Duane? You get the final say there, buddy. Okay, got it. I'll give it to Victoria.
we would like for all of you to enjoy the pictures that Elaine has hung up on the boards in the back, if you haven't had a chance to do so. I believe we're going to have dessert and coffee coming around very soon. And with this, Elaine, were we going to, excuse me, was there something else we're doing after this it's blue?
Excuse me, just a minute.
Oh, yeah. Oh, man.
Those are scary eyes.
I have these jobs to do, you know, and I got a lot of them. And Duane, sorry, got it. He would have been flagging me down to remind me of my duties. I apologize. Okay, here we go. I made all the centerpieces for Duane and Victoria because she appreciates her clients. So, there's a piece of blue tape on a chair, only one per table, and it's on the very front. Oh, look, it's on my chair. Wasn't I sitting here? Oh, yeah. Oh, look, because you know why? Duane blue taped everything. He blue taped, if your basket, you know, I would have a basket of tools, and he'd taken me all fixed up for you, and then I'm looking at it, it's like got all this blue tape wrapped around it, and you can always see it at the office.
I'm pulling out a
There's blue tape
staple.
on stuff. He wants you to have the blue tape, okay? But the blue tape is for the centerpiece, for whoever got the blue tape, you take the centerpiece home. Okay, I don't have any room in my truck to go back to Tampa to take all the flower arrangements, so I'm happy to